Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just pull the power harness through. That's that one out. Your new harness. Thread that one through. Re-thread that one through. That's your light harness. Reconnect that. Push that back into place. Give myself plenty of wire there. Wrap that back round there like it was. I'll show you. Probably can't see what I'm doing. So replugged the main harness and tucked it back under there. It's that one there. Yep, so tuck that back in there. Put the brake wires back in. Move that out of the way. Plug the main power harness back in. And that's all set, ready to go. So I'll need that. If you're unsure which way round these go, it's just look at the back. Top one for me is the unit is sat. As you can see, the top one, that one is power, that one is lights. So it's power. Power on that side, lights on that side. There we go. So power that side, lights that side. And the notch goes at the bottom. All right. I get plenty of wire. Screw goes in first, or the screw end, and the washer and the bolt go on the back. If you can find your way in there to do it, put the washer on. Again, don't need to tighten these up all the way because they've got to move around to connect the back and the front together, which I'll do before I put all the shrouds on it. I'll also put some Loctite on these just to stop them backing off. Bottom one's a bit more difficult to do, but it's not too bad. To move around, not be static. Okay, plenty of movement. There's more movement across the bottom than the top. But you know what I'm talking about. Right, for the drive side. So don't forget red first, then black, red at the bottom, then black, and your two brake wires at the top. Like I said, I don't think it makes much difference because it's just a circuit. Says whether the brake is on or off for the micro switch on the brake, and it also sends a signal to an ohmage reading to the controller to tell you if your brake's damaged or not. And I've showed you before how to test to see if your brake is damaged. Make sure it's in lock position and put a multimeter on ohm reading on those top two pins. If it reads about 54 to 59, sometimes it goes over, but if it's reading a ohmage reading of 54, it's good to go, your brake's okay, and then you've got a different problem. But usually if it says open circuit or a low resistance reading, your brake's at fault, and you've got to replace the brake. But most instances you've got to replace the motor and the brake. I know we had a call last week, or an email last week, somebody was looking for a micro switch. We don't sell individual parts like micro switches, wires, things like that. As you see, we get them from Pride as one unit. If the brake's gone, micro switch is gone, you've got to buy a brake and a motor. That's the only resources we can get. Yeah, we can go on eBay and Amazon and buy exactly the same thing as you would, and if we put a markup on it, you're going to say, well, I can get it on eBay cheaper. That's why we don't sell individual parts. We haven't got a wholesale account with the individual parts manufacturers, only with the main manufacturers. Get all these out. That was handy. Yeah, we'll do the hardest one first. I recommend put the top one in first, Ian. There you go. Just scoot around this side. I'm covering in lovely little plastic shards from grinding that plastic off. Help if you put your glasses on. Alright. Going back to eBay, if we have any parts, they're on our eBay listing. I think I put a link in the description of the videos. So if we have any parts for scooters and wheelchairs, they'll be on eBay. If you don't see it on there, we haven't got it. We can't carry everything. Oh. There it is. I won't need Loctite on these because they're brand new. Well, we went to the F1. That was enjoyable. Bit cold, but desert night. It's still good. Had a great night. Enjoyed it. A long walk back. Both of us were complaining. Our knees and our feet and our ankles are killing us. By the time we got back to Mandalay Bay, that's where we normally stay. There we go. I'll snip up a little bit tight. Don't want it moving that much. Yeah, we got home. We got back to the hotel about 3 o'clock. Long walk. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, enjoyed the race. The race was good. Jenny enjoyed it. We had a great view. Got a couple of videos. Yeah, great finish at the end when the Ferrari came around and overtook and got second place. That was cool. Alright, so that's all back wired together. Some cable ties. Just tie these wires back where they were. So they don't get caught up in anything. That's that one. Main power wire. I'll figure out the light wires when I put the shrouds back on. There we go, there's one that broke. Let's see if this one works. Yeah. I'm gonna put one around those two wires. Brilliant. That's the last time I'm ordering these from eBay. I'll just go to Harbour Freight and get them. These are absolute garbage, which I've said before. No, that one's broke. Alright, try this one. That'll do it. Trim these off. Okay, so they're back in place, nice and loose, so I can move them around. I'll just put those light wires out of the way when I put it back together, just to align everything and then tighten everything up. Okay, so I've got the case back together, got all the wires back in, just got to secure the tower. That's all out of the way. Make sure those wires don't interfere with the footboard, they shouldn't. Yep, that's all back together and tight. Takes a couple of attempts. I did tell you that was power, that was lights. It's the other way around, that's power, that's lights. Just if you reference it, that's power, that's lights. I got it the wrong way around, so I had to take those off again and reverse them over. Not too bad. Got those screws in there for the covers. So I haven't got any batteries. He took those batteries away for the other one, so I've got no way of testing it unless I put a pair of batteries on myself, just to see if it operates, but I'm sure it does. I'll probably do that later. I'm just going to reassemble it now and put it all back together. Put those screws in next. So I'll do a time lapse because this bit's going to be pretty mundane. Alright, it's all back together. Still haven't got the batteries. I've texted the guy to bring his batteries in so I can fully test it, but I did check it, put my batteries in there and just check the lights, make sure I got them all wired up correctly, which I do. And yeah, it's all cleaned up, all put back together, tightened everything up, serviced it, and replaced those wires. So I don't know whether he's going to want to do the other one. He took that away so he could still use it this weekend. I don't know if he took it to F1 or not, but yeah, let's move that out of the way. There you go. Yeah, so it's done, and I'll contact him, see if he wants to bring his other one in. So yeah, that's done. Move that out of the way. Yep, that's done. So bit of a task, took a couple of weeks for the parts to get in from Pride, but it's all back together. He did mention he wanted to try and clean that up and maybe repaint it, but quicker to replace it, to be honest. Replace the whole battery box shroud to what Drew's probably going to cost to repaint it, but yep, it's all tight, all safe, all sound. Still not too Still concerned about the back end making a noise. I did warn him that it does require a new motor, transaxle and brake, because he did ride them hard. But that's up to him if he wants to do that. It'll probably burn those connections up again from the amount of resistance that thing's creating. And the guy that was riding it is a big fella, so I did warn him. It's on his note, so that's down to them if they want to do the motor and transaxle change. But anyway, it's all done. It's going to work for him. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll help as best I can. Yeah, drop them in the comments. Try not to call us up. We are busy here. I was in the middle of doing this when somebody called me up and asking me a question. But yep, just drop us an email. I'll answer it when I can. And yeah, till next time. Bye now.